normal.
Yeah, the norm.
Welcome back. Thanks so much for staying with us through the entire hour. We still have the Pet of the Week with Mary
Yeah,
Ann.
the Pet of the Week's coming. So
And I've forgotten the name already of the pup.
Jasmine.
Jasmine. Actually, she's not a pup. She's 2 years old.
Jasmine's
but she's a
2.
beautiful dog. We'll talk
So
to her.
you
and
won't
see
go
her in
home
just
with
a
that
few
little
minutes.
puppy this big that Marianne assures you is going to be ooh, yeah.
But with us now is Ron Ricks, and he's here talking about an event called Celebrate Recovery.
Yes, sir.
What is Celebrate Recovery?
It's a faith-based, Christ-centered, 12-step, multi-issue recovery program.
Okay. When you say multi-issue, there's a lot of things under that
yeah.
umbrella.
Yeah, we don't just deal with drugs and alcohol. That's about 30% of the people that come there have drug and alcohol problems. It's for any hurt, habit, or hang-up that you have, and it's all worked through the same 12 steps, the same program. Anger, depression,
Loss,
divorce, grief.
yeah.
We do grief. We've had grief groups.
Now, when you talk about a 12-step program, is this the same style of 12 steps that I always hear
Yes,
about?
sir.
Okay.
Same ones. They're just everything we do is biblically based. We use the Bible for everything that we teach there, and it's been. It was started at Saddleback Church out in California, Rick Warren's church, Purpose Driven Life, Rick Warren. One of his lay ministers, John Baker, was a Christian that struggled with alcoholism, and he sobered up in a secular program. We'll leave it at that.
Right.
And he wanted a place for Christian men that had hurts, habits, and hang-ups to go and recover, where they could share their faith and their higher power of Jesus Christ. And it's hard to do that in a secular program.
Yeah.
So he started Celebrate Recovery, like I said, about 21 years ago. It is now in 20,000 churches and rehab centers around the country. It's in, I don't know, last I heard, 17 countries, and they have translated it into all the participants' guide and literature into several different languages.
Yeah, when you say it's in churches and recovery centers, is it a standalone organization, or does it have to be in a church for the building, or how does that work?
Most of the time it is in a church. That's where probably 90% of the Celebrate Recoveries are. They are in churches.
Well, tell us where your location is.
We are at First Christian Church of Mountain Home at 2338 Highway 62 West. Right next to the Ford dealership.
Right next to, I would say, make sure you're the one next to the one. So this is not an individualized program, so that like someone comes in today on step 1, they're still mixed in with the people who might be on step 7 or step 11?
Well, yeah, we do 2 different aspects of it. We have a open meeting on Thursday nights at 6:30. Every Thursday night at 6:30 we do this. And what we have is small share groups. So you go into a group it's all gender based. Men go with men, women with women, and you will go. We have a worship time, praise time, and then we go into our share groups, and you share on your issue.
Are the share groups broken down based on issue, or is it?
They will be right at the moment. We just got this going.
Okay.
This is something that has only been going. Last Thursday was our first meeting night.
Okay.
We've been doing a step study for the last 6 months, and trying to get people through a step study, so we have leaders, and so it grows as it goes, sort of thing.
Eventually there'll be, like the grief support group here,
right.
and then those struggling with alcohol or drugs here, and things like that.
Yeah, you end up with we've had, I did this for several years in Dallas, and we moved up here about a year ago, and I
Didn't see one
saw
here,
the need, that's right, and I saw the need for it. I like to be involved in it. I had a son that died from drugs, and so I'm very committed to this program and trying to help other parents.
That's what you got to do, is help.
Yeah.
Now, are you the head pastor out at the church?
No, I am the ministry leader of Celebrate Recovery.
Okay.
So,
That's neat.
and it does amazing things in people's lives. We have, like I said, it's so many different issues in there that we have men with pornography issues and.
So I'm assuming this is free.
It's all free.
And it's not affiliated with your church in the sense that they don't have to be a church member, nor are they expected to show up on Sunday morning if they come on Thursday
They
night.
don't have to join the church. We encourage them to
Have a home somewhere?
Yeah, and to try to become Christ-like. That's the whole purpose in this. It's what keeps us away from our addictions. I am a recovering alcoholic, so I know all about it.
Yeah.
I found my sobriety in this program and seen a lot of other people that have.
We got to latch on to something that's going to take the place of it in a better way, and that's what you're doing.
Now, do people just need to show up on Thursday? Should they contact you and have like a pre-meeting or something like that?
Show up
Just
Thursday at
on
6:30. Yeah, we have a
Okay.
newcomers group. We get everybody orientated into the program, and they can see what we do there, and it's pretty exciting.
And you said both for men and women, and they're
Yep.
gender separated.
Yep.
They can deal with the female issues, and
Right.
the men can deal with
Yep,
the men issues.
That's what we do, and they are together in the large group setting where we do praise music and a lesson or a testimony.
Okay.
But after that, when we do go into our issue groups, they are split into groups, and when they're in step studies, it's the same thing. They work through the step studies. It's all gender based.
Well, the contact information we have, if somebody's interested in calling, would be 870-736-0446. Is
Yes,
that
sir.
your number?
That's my number.
So you want them to call you
Yep,
directly?
call me
Okay.
direct.
I was thinking since the church is, it's an additional thing to the church, they may want to call you.
Well, yeah, and we do have them call me because they can tie up the church, the secretary at the church, for all hours. So
Yeah.
it's better if they call me.
So is this your cell phone or home number?
That's
or?
my cell phone.
Okay, so
And
you're
it's
available most of the
available
time?
all the time, 24
Okay.
hours a day.
All right. Well, we encourage people, if you've been looking for something like this, if it's something that is going to help you, and I'm sure that that's your main focus goal is to help people.
Yep.
Take some time and call Ron, and he'll be glad to set you in the right position where you need to be.
Yep.
Hopefully, work on it anyway.
Yep.
We appreciate you,
All right.
and we invite you to come back and tell us how the program's going. Since this is very new,
Yep.
and maybe in 6 weeks or actually 3 to 6 months, we'll have you back and see where
Okay.
you're at that point.
Yeah, I hope it's grown like crazy. I expect it to. The men here which is unusual, but we've had several men here that are just really passionate about it, and they're, I expect just from last week to this week for it to grow. I've already heard that we're going to have several new people come. So.
Does that carry on to any outside events that you may plan?
Oh, yeah,
meeting on Thursday. And
We will do. Eventually we would do fellowship events, and we have some other stuff in the works. I can't get into all that, but we
Yeah.
have other stuff into the works.
Okay.
So.
Well, keep us informed. Let us
Okay.
know what's going on. We'll be
Okay.
glad to announce any events that you have and get that word out to the community.
First Christian Church, Thursday nights at 6?
6:30.
6:30,
Yep.
Thursday nights at 6:30.
Yep.
Nice to meet you, Ron.
Thank you. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Nice to meet you.
All right, we're going to take a little break here, and when we come back, we'll be talking with
Marianne and Jasmine.
There we go. Stay with us.